Hello students, greetings to all from Career Foundation Hubli. As you all know that Career Foundation is involved in coaching diploma CET. Today we are going to solve the papers 2023, 2024 and 2025. As you know that C20 syllabus has only 3 papers. So 23, 24 and 25 papers. So we are going to solve these papers and especially we are going to solve like taking all 2020 problem 2020 questions from each subject and clubbing them. So 60 questions of maths in one video and then another 4 videos of different subjects will come. So we will solve here of the 2023, 2024, 2025, 2020 questions. So totally 60 questions. And I want to clarify one thing that we are trying to involve shortcuts and tricks more in this as if we have to solve in a question paper. So we will be doing that. So we'll try our best to cut short the time and try to use the tricks as much as possible. So students, we are going to solve 2023 paper now, and in this 2023 paper there are 20 questions. Some of them are from the directly definitions, some are direct answers from the formulas, and some are to solve. So mixed questions are there. So we'll try to use maximum of shortcuts and tricks here, and that which is requiring of the long methods we will do it. So we'll see how we can do it. So welcome to this once again, and let's start this. So the first question in this particular 2023 paper is, the first question is of the definition. Okay. See, in a square matrix, if the elements above the principal diagonal elements are 0, it is called what? It is identity lower upper diagonal. You should note one thing, that it is a square matrix. So this is a type of a square matrix first of all. Second thing is, the condition is given above the principal diagonal elements are zeros and below they are not given, so there might be some numbers. So let us take that one example. Suppose if I have a square matrix, they have mentioned here at a square matrix, and all these 4 options are for the square matrices only. So we say that in a square matrix, if the above elements of the principal diagonal are zeros, means even principal diagonal is having numbers, and above is zeros. That means below there are numbers. And if you see, this is forming a lower triangular. So the answer for me is lower triangular. You may say, why is not identity matrix? Identity means what? How it will come? 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So upper triangular means up it will form triangle and low it is zeros. Diagonal matrix means both the side it will be 0. So condition should have been given as both the zeros, then it would be diagonal. But here in this case it is lower triangular matrix. Value of x, if this matrix is singular. What do you mean by singular? Singular matrix means any square matrix whose determinant is 0 or its real value is 0. That is called a singular matrix. That means this is a singular matrix. When this will become 0, for what value of x it will become 0 is the question. So now see, so as I told you, the long method also we will try to convince. Long method it is. This method is for the regular students for C25, C20 syllabus. For 2 or 3 marks they will give. But for CET it is 1 mark. I will tell you how shortcuts can be used. But before that, let us try to understand this. X minus 1, 2, 2, 4. This is a singular only when its determinant. Its determinant means determinant of it is equal to 0. Therefore, multiply this 4 into x minus 1 minus 4 equal to 0, and then it is therefore 4x minus 4 equal to 0. That will give us 4x is equal to 8, x is equal to 8 by 4, that is equal to 2. But this is little long method. If possible, if any tricks is there or if any kind of a shortcuts are there, it is better for us to use. So what best can be done for CET? How we have to do? See, in this case, try to substitute or put this value in this question. If you get 0, that is my answer. So let us put 3 here. So 3 in x. So 3 minus 1, if you say 2, 2 4 is 8, 8 minus 4 is not equal to 0. So this is not the answer. If you put 8, 8 minus 1 is 7, 7 into 4, 28 minus 4 is not equal to 0. This is not the answer because I have to get this as 0. Okay, so now minus 2, if I put minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, minus 3 into 4, minus 12 minus 4 is not equal to 0. But when you put 2 here in place of x, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 into 4 is 4, 4 minus 4, the answer will come as 0. This is what a singular matrix is all about. So my answer is this. So for CET, I don't say this is wrong. This is wrong, this is absolutely right, but for you to confirm it once again, you have to put this value here and then find out whether it is correct or not. So try to practice that, substitute this and get the answer. So this is how the second question that we have done with. I hope students you know how we are solving it. Use tricks and shortcuts more of the time. Inverse of the matrix, this comes in minors, cofactors, adjoint, inverse, that portion. Okay, for long method we are having around 5 marks for this, but here we need to have some tricks. So I will tell you about the tricks, but for long method what we will do to find out the A inverse formula, we know that 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now to find out adjoint, what all you have to find out? Minors, cofactors, okay, and then matrix of cofactors, and then adjoint. After finding adjoint, find determinant and then substitute this. This will take not less than 1 page and it is for 5 marks. So we cannot use that method here. So this method we will avoid for CET. Again I am repeating it, not for the regular studies, not for your first year syllabus. This is for CET. For this some tricks has to be applied and we will do that. So let's apply D-CET method. I call it as D-CET method. D-CET method is simple like. So first what you do, A is equal to, I'll write down minus 1, 0, 5 and 7. And then we see A inverse is given by what? 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now how to write that? So A inverse is given by, see this in CET exams and all you are avoiding all this. Direct answers we are going for. I have to write here for your reference, but my answer will be here. 1 by determinant of A. It is easy to find. Minus 1 into 7. Minus 7 minus 0 is minus 7. Now, here the trick has to be done for adjoint of A. Wow, how the adjoint of A? Not this method. Just simply you try to remember this. What you do is interchange principal diagonal elements. That is, put this 7 here and minus 1 in this place and 7 in this place. So what I'll do, 7 I'll write over here and minus 1 over here. Second thing. Okay, then what you do, secondary diagonal, don't interchange. What you do is, instead of 5, you change the sign of it minus 5. And you change the sign of this, it is minus 0. Minus 0 is nothing but what? Again 0. And you know that this answer is option A. Now, for you to verify, you can go to your teacher. You can just find out in a long method or go to any book, Prakasheri book, and find out answer will come this only. But diploma CET you have to solve like this only. Not minors, cofactors, adjoint, inverse. It will be very, very long method. So I believe you have understood this. Let us go forward now the next one. In matrix and determinants we have 4 questions. This is the 4th question. And this comes in a portion called what? Eigenvalue of the matrix is characteristic equation, characteristic roots. In that it will come. Again, it is a very lengthy question if you go into the long methods. Here we need to use the tricks. Now, eigen means what? As I told you, eigen means it is a characteristic roots. It is a characteristic roots. How to find out characteristic root? Long method. Long method, what you have to do is, if A is the matrix, then its characteristic equation you have to find out first. That is determinant of A minus lambda is equal to 0. So A you substitute, then minus lambda into I you substitute. So it is I here, and then what? Okay, substitute, and then you get the equation lambda square and all equation you will get. That is characteristic equation. Find the roots of that characteristic equation. I believe that it will be around not less than around 15 steps. So I think we should avoid this because our challenge is to complete this in 1 minute. It should be less than 1 minute. So we need to apply the tricks. 3 types we can solve this. If they ask you characteristic equation, there is shortcut. If they ask you one of the roots, there is another shortcut. And if they ask you 2 roots like this, you are lucky enough within 10 seconds you are solving this problem. Remember this. If they ask you characteristic roots, or in other words eigenvalues of the matrix, that means if they are giving both the roots, very simple students, remember this, 3 plus 3 you have to add principal diagonal elements. How much did you get? 6. Now add this, each one of this, the answer what you get 6, that is my answer. So here you see this is 4, this is minus 6, this is 6, and this is 0. The answer what you have got is what? 6 over here, and the same over here. When you add, you are getting the answer as 6 over here. So this is my answer. Don't work it out like this. This is long method. Our shortcut says add the principal diagonal elements, add the answer, whichever is same, that is my answer. Please confirm long method. Right? Don't discourage long method. Now here you have to understand one thing. Sometimes they will ask you what is the characteristic equation of the matrix A. That time you have to remember determinant of A minus lambda is equal to 0. That will be the option. So this you should not forget. This you have to do it. But when you get this question, you have to do like this. It will be good for you. I believe you are able to follow this. Now portion of matrices and determinants is over. The second unit called straight lines we are into. Now the straight lines, again this question is there for 2 lines. The condition for 2 lines is given. The 2 lines, condition for that is they are perpendicular to each other. I will draw for you that how it is. One line is like this. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. And another line, see, they say perpendicular. It is also called sometimes orthogonal, perpendicular, right angle. All these words are same. That is, it's making 90 degrees. It is making what? 90 degrees. So when it is making 90 degrees over here, then this is perpendicular. Then what is the answer that we should know about it? Okay, so how to do it? What is the condition? Now say, for example, this is a line. Let me write this line. A dash x plus b dash y plus is equal to c dash. This is equal to c. I'm sorry, this is equal to c here. I'll rewrite this. Just a minute. I will rewrite this properly. Okay, this one also. This is equal to c and c dash is given there. Fine. So what I'll do here is I'll write ax plus by is equal to c is given. That's okay. A dash x plus b dash y is equal to c dash. We are nothing to do when we want to find out the slope. C, we have nothing to do with this. We want a and b. That's all. So what I will do is find out the slope of this m1. This is nothing but minus a by b. Find the slope of this m2. M2 is nothing but what? A coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y with the negative sign, that is minus a dash by b dash. So here see, so m1 is given by what? Minus a by b. m2 is given as minus a dash by b dash. Now you should know for the condition for them to be perpendicular is given as m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. This you have to remember. For parallel it is m1 is equal to m2. Perpendicular it is m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, What is m1 for me? m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. What is m1? Minus a by b. What is m2? Minus a dash by b dash is equal to what it is? Minus 1. Therefore, minus into minus is plus there. Okay, a dash by b dash is equal to what? Minus 1. This might be my answer. Just check the answer. I don't think so this answer is there because the answers are different here. What I will do, a dash is equal to multiply this to this minus b dash. This could be the answer. This is not there. Go further. A dash plus you bring this side b dash is equal to 0. So your answer might be this or this, but you know that a dash plus b dash is equal to 0. This is my answer. Sometimes shortcuts are more longer than the as usual method. It is long form. So sometimes if it is confusing, if it is a second or third level of answer, please go for the as usual method. So here this is for perpendicular of two lines. Let us go for this. The y-intercept of any line passing through origin. Any line passing through origin. That means what? Origin is nothing but it is coordinates are 0, 0. That means here c is equal to 0. Okay, so that means in y is equal to mx plus c, the y-interceptor, this is equal to 0 here. So the answer is clearly 0. Few questions can be answered in 5 or 10 seconds. Few questions needs 2 minutes. So no worries that you can, when you save this time for some bigger questions that you can solve. Now slope intercept form of a straight line. See, direct, as I told you, formula they will give. Here it is formula. Slope intercept form of a straight line is given by what? Y is equal to mx plus c. Now this is also so easy. Say this is again formula. So we have two questions. Previous one was formula and this is also for formula over here. So what does it say? Tangent of the angle of intersection between two lines with slopes m1 and m2 is given by what? Okay. So it is given by, say, I can draw it for you. Any straight line is there. Any two lines intersecting here with the slope m1, m2, angle made is theta. So what is the tan theta of that? Tan theta of this angle is given by this. So because this is nothing but is equal to what? Tan theta. Tan theta. Here see, I saw that like two lines or 2 or 3 questions till now are direct answers are there. So you can save lot of time over here. Okay. Right. So let's go for the next question. Let's go for the next question. Now we have completed straight lines, 4 questions now. So 4 of matrices and determinants, 4 of straight lines. Now we are going for the third unit called trigonometry. In this trigonometry, see this question is coming in where conversion from radians to degrees to radians. It is very easy question. But what they are confusing here, they did not say any line or something like that. If the ladder is inclined to the wall at an angle of 135, there is a wall, there is a ladder which is placed at an angle of 135 degrees. Then what am I going to do? This is all a big question. They have tried to make a very big questions, but the only idea is this you write in radians, that's all. I'm not using it anywhere. So how you see? How you will convert 135 degrees into radians? So 135 into pi by 180. Conversion of degrees to radians multiplied by pi by 180. Radians to degrees 180 by pi. So that is the idea here. So when we multiply that, we will get it 3 pi by 4. So if you just come over here, if you just cancel them, so 45 threes are and 45 fours. Okay, so that comes as 3 pi by 4 radians. Any angle measured in radians 135 degrees, it is measured in radians as 3 pi by 4. Right. So let's go for the next one now. Value of sine 60 cos 30 cos 60 sine 30. See, our portion we have aligned angles, but you see all standard angles here. So what a person will do is will be, see now what you will be feeling now, will substitute a 60 30 60 30 over here and get the answer. But this is very easy, you can use compound angles here. What is compound angle? Compound angles here, sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. This is of that form. A is 60, A is 60, B is 30, B is 30 here. So if you just try to compare these two, this formula is nothing but a sin A minus B. So if A is 60, B is 30, this should be equal to what? Sin 60 minus 30. Let me pull this down here. So sin 60 minus 30 is nothing but what? Sin 30. Now sin 30 is nothing but it is half. It is half. Now someone will say, now it's okay that we will use like this. Sir, say sin 60 cos 30 cos 60 sin 30. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is half. Sin 30 is half. Root 3 into root 3, 3 by 4. Minus 1 by 4. 3 minus 1 by 4. 2 by 4. Answer is 1 by 2. That is also okay. But when you have a provision here directly to come to this idea, then we have to use this method. This method. Use this method. That is very important. Okay, so that's how we understand. Let's go for the next value now. Next problem. This is simplified value of this. If you see, it is of the form sin A plus sin B, sin A minus sin B, which is a transformation formula is there from sum to product and then solve it. Now we know that what is the formula for sin A plus sin B? Sin A plus sin B is given by 2 sin A plus B by 2 into cos A minus B by 2. Sin A minus sin B is given by 2 cos A plus B by 2 into sin A minus B by 2. So what I will do here, this one directly is equal to 2 sin. So 2 sin A plus B by 2. What is A here? A is nothing but 3A. 3A. A is 3A. B is A. Okay. 2 sin A plus B. A means 3A plus A by 2 into cos 3A minus A by 2. Okay. And the next, what about sin A minus B? Sin A minus B is given by 2 cos A plus B by 2 into sin A minus B by 2. So divided by sin 3A minus sin A. So we have done this one. Now, okay, so total, I'm talking about this total problem here. Okay, 2 cos A plus B by 2, 3A plus A by 2 into sin A minus B by 2. So we know that 3A plus A is 4A, 4A by 2 is 2A. Now 2 can get cancelled here. So sin 2A into 3A minus A is 2A, 2A by 2 is what? Cos A. Here 3A plus A, 4A, 4A plus 2A, it is cos 2A. And then here it is what? Sin A. So when you see sin 2A by cos 2A is tan 2A. And cos A by sin A is cot A. Answer is this. So this is my answer. Let's go for the next one. Now, this is the 12th question. Actually, 4, 8, 12th question should have been actually trigonometry, but they have given one extra over here. Sometimes they keep changing. 4 marks is allotted for each unit, but they have given here 12th question as differentiation. That's fine. So let's go for the differentiation. You should know the formulas here properly because basic formulas are very important. So let me solve this, okay? Y is equal to log x plus sec 2x. dy by dx is given by, it is simple, differentiation of log x. By formula it is 1 plus x, and sec of 2x, you should know that it is a function inside the function. If you consider this as x, I will write it as sec 2x into tan 2x. But inside function we have to differentiate. Differentiation of 2x is 2x. You may say that, sir, you should write here 2. That is also okay. Now differentiation of 2x is 2, but I can bring it over here. So this is my answer. Don't expect, the 2 should be written here, because sometimes the option is none here. Suddenly you don't come into the conclusion that it is none. It is very important. Okay, then let's go for the 13th one. I believe that you are all following what I say. Let's go ahead. The derivative of the function, how does it look? This function. This looks like u divided by v function here. Let me take it as y is equal to simplify it, 1 plus x upon 1 minus x. This if you take it as u, and this if you take it as v, you know the formula d by dx of u by v. U by v is given as v du by dx, v du by dx minus u dv by dx upon v square. This formula you should know, otherwise it will trouble you. So dy by dx is equal to v. V is nothing but 1 minus x. Differentiation of u. U is 1 plus x minus u. Differentiation of v here, 1 minus x. Upon, don't forget this, v square, 1 minus x the whole square. Now here you should understand, only 2 terms we have to differentiate. Remaining we have to keep like that only. Dy dx of what it is there, no, that I have to differentiate. So what I will do, 1 minus x, differentiation of constant 1 is always 0, plus differentiation of x is 1. Now 1 plus x, differentiation of 1 is 0, minus 1, divided by 1 minus x the whole square. Now 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 into 1 minus x is 1 minus x. Now you see here, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, minus into minus is plus. So plus, open this bracket, 1 plus x, 1 minus x the whole square. So if you cancel, you will get answer as 2 divided by 1 minus x the whole square. The option D you are getting here, you see. Option D is our answer. Sometimes there will be wrong answer, sometimes they will give grace marks. You can verify it. For your information, I just want to say that we have long-term classes, short-term class, already 2027, the admissions have started. So we will be having long-term batches and short-term batches in internship. Also we have online, 2027 full. We can offer online for students who are far away from Hubli. So that long method in the classes, I will teach the long method, short method and tricks, especially for mathematics. Okay, let's go for the next question now. Second order derivative means d square y by dx square. What they are asking for? D square y by dx square. That means first you find out one's differentiation and then the second differentiation. Now y is equal to what I can say, e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus x. Once you differentiate, that is the first derivative, dy by dx, differentiation one time, e raised to 2x, then differentiation of 2x is what? Differentiation of 2x is 2 minus e raised to x, e raised to, this is not x, this is minus x, so it is composite, differentiation of minus x is minus 1. That is nothing but 2 e raised to 2x, minus into minus becomes plus e raised to minus x. This is my dy by dx. But they asked for what? A second derivative. Second derivative means d square y by dx square. For this, what I have to do? Differentiate this one. And you know that it is a constant. When it is in the multiplication form, it will not become 0. So you write 2 as it is. Differentiate e raised to 2x. E raised to 2x is e raised to 2x. And differentiation of what? 2x is 2. Plus e raised to minus x. And differentiation of minus x here. Minus x is minus 1. Once again. So what happens? That is equal to 2 into 2, 4 e raised to 2x, plus into minus is minus e raised to minus x. So see, this answer is found to be option A. Yes. 4 e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus x. Hope you are following. We'll go for the 15th question. The equation of tangent to the curve is given by. Now, there are some tricks that I will apply here. Equation of tangent to the curve. I will show you long method, but that should not be used. Okay, here you see, this is the application of differentiation, tangent and normals. So what I will do here, y is equal to 2x square plus x at 1, 2. Rough diagram if I draw, it is like this. Sorry. Okay, the diagram is like this. Say a curve is there, one tangent is there at 1, 2, and the tangent equation is given by this. We will first find out the differentiation of this. 2 is constant, 2 2s are 4x plus 1. Then find the slope of this tangent. M is equal to dy by dx at x1 y1, that is nothing but what? In the place of x, at x1 y1 is given by 1, 2. In the place of x is, it is what? 1 and plus 1, and that answer is 5. So what we have got here, m is equal to 5 and the point x1 y1 is equal to what? It is 1, 2. Then I have to substitute this y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So what I will get answer? Y minus 2 is equal to m is 5, x minus x1 here. Y minus 2 is equal to 5x minus x1 is given as 1 here. So minus 5. So 5x minus y minus 5 plus 2 is equal to 0. 5x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0. But this is not the way. That's what I would like to say. This is not the way. Because this is too lengthy to, for D-CET, this is for usual we can solve. D-CET I will give you one trick. What you should do is, you take this 1, 2 and substitute in the place of x you put 1, in the place of y you put 2. See, for example, x here 1, y, x is 1, y is 2, x1 and y2. So what happens here? 5 into x is 5x minus y is what? 5 into 1 is 5, 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 minus 3 we got answer 0. So that's how we got this answer. So directly you can come. To confirm, if you put 1 and 2 here, you will not get that. 5 plus 2 is what? 7 plus 3, it is 10, but we did not get 0. So this is not the answer. If you substitute here also, you will not get the answer. So instead of solving this method, better go for this method to save the problem. See, I am solving this method just for your reference, because guarantee you will not trust, sometimes and how it is possible. I want to tell you one thing, substitution is very, very important method. Substitute 1 and 2 in the answer, whichever comes 0, that is my answer. 16th one. So I hope we have done 15th. Let me check. Yes. Now 16th we are going. This is for the integration. Okay. So integration here, integration of sec x tan x plus x square x dx. To clarify some students, we can have separate of it sec x into tan x with respect to x, that is dx, plus integration of x square x, and by formula you must know this, sec x into tan x is nothing but sec x plus x square x is nothing but what? Tan x. So which is my answer over here? 16th one. The answer is C option here, sec x plus tan x. This is the option. Okay, let's go quickly for the next one. Since I am solving, I am taking much time, but in this paper, 10 minutes you should solve all the 20 questions. That's how it is. Okay, now here this seems to be little confused and little difficult. See, there are two methods. Value of this. There are two methods. If this is f of x raised to n, and this is f dash x, the difference, if this is a function f of x raised to n, if this is f dash x, we can use the formula as a differentiation of f of x raised to n, okay, and then f dash x, then it is f of x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. But here the problem is, you check the differentiation here, okay, the differentiation 3 to the 6x square it is, but I am getting here 3x square. So there will be some time of confusion. Don't waste time in that. Put this is equal to t, differentiation of this you will get here. So that method, if you use this method, then you will get confused here, because a 2x cube differentiation of this is 6x square, I am having 3x square here. Instead of using your time over here, spending a much time, I suggest you to go for this method. 2x cube plus 3x square plus 2x raised to 10, 3x square plus 3x plus 1 dx. Now the question comes, which one I have to take t? First of all, remember some clues are there. In these two parts, whichever is complicated, see this raised to 10, this is complicated. So put this is equal to t and differentiate it. So what I will do is 2x cube plus 3x square plus 2x is equal to t. Now you differentiate with respect to x, so this becomes what? A 3 2s are 6x square plus 6x plus 2 dx is equal to dt. Now I suggest you one thing. For you to get 3x square, put 2 common outside. If you put 2 common outside here, 3x square plus 3x plus 1 dx is equal to dt. Now what do you do? 3x square plus 3x plus 1 dx is nothing but equal to what? Dt. This 2 will come down here. Now you know this particular thing here is equal to this. You see, you substitute it here. 3x square plus 3x plus 1 dx is dt by 2. And here for this t, you substitute here. So this becomes a dt by 2. So now I will write this answer here as integration of this is nothing but t raised to 10. And this is, this whole thing is nothing but dt by 2. So now we have converted with respect to x, we will convert it to t. Now t, 2 will go outside here, and this will be here t raised to 10 dt. Now it is very easy for you to understand. T raised to 10 is nothing but 10 plus 1 divided by 10 plus 1. Okay, that is equal to half of t raised to 11 divided by 11. Okay, you don't forget that plus c. Now you see t raised to 11 is what? What is t here? T here is nothing but 2x cube plus 3x square plus 2x raised to 11 divided by 2 into 11 is 22 plus c. You find out the option. So my option is B. There is other way I told you, f of x raised to n in f dash x. That you can use. But I feel this will be faster than what that method is all about. Sometimes shortcuts and tricks will miss the mark. So don't use. Sometimes it will be very difficult and sometimes we may miss the mark over there. Okay, now 17th one we will go for. The 17th problem. Value of tan square x dx. Now, the integration of 0 to pi by 4 tan square x. Understand, students, you must understand integration while solving. Somehow try to bring this into a standard form where we know the answer and use it. That should be the lower level of ideas that we are thinking about the integration. Now for tan square x we don't have formula. That's the problem. What I'll do is I'll try to convert this 0 to pi by 4 as tan square x using the formulas x square x minus 1. How did I get that? 1 plus tan square x is equal to what? X square x. So tan square x is nothing but x square x minus 1. This is trigonometry formulas. That's why we have to remember them. That I am using it. Why? Why? Because the integration of the x square x, I know that it is a tan x. And 1 also I know it is x. So it is easy for me. So what I will do here, x square x, nothing but what? Tan x. Integration of tan x minus 1 is nothing but integration is x. Now, for you to know how you got tan x, how you have to go, then you have to go for formula list and then you have to understand what are the standards, what is a definite integral. This is definite integrals. Previous one is indefinite. And how it has to solve. For our long-term classes, I can teach you so that you can definitely approach us for that. But let me solve here only D-CET corners. Now what I have to do here, I have to put the upper limit here first, wherever x is there. So tan pi by 4 minus pi by 4 here, minus tan 0 lower limit. So upper limit, compulsory minus, then lower limit where x is there, tan 0 minus 0. You will get answer as tan pi by 4 is 1 minus pi by 4. And you know that tan 0 is 0, this is 0, so total it is 0. So my answer is 1 minus pi by 4. Option C is our answer. This is an application part of it. Application problem. The area bounded by y is equal to sin x curve and x-axis is given by what? So we are having a formula for area bounded by the curve. A is equal to integration of y dx. A is equal to integration of y dx from A to B. Now for us, x is equal to 0 is nothing but lower limit as A. Y is x is equal to here, A here, x is equal to pi, that is nothing but it is B. So therefore, integration, very simple integration here. See, A is equal to A is what? A 0, B is what? A pi. What is y here? Y is nothing but, you see, y is given as what? Sin x here. So y is sin x, so I'll take this as what? Sin x dx. We all know that integration of sin x is minus cos x. Don't get confused with differences in integration. And since it is a definite integrals, plus c is avoided, you are putting this one values over here. So now we see area is equal to what? But you can put this minus outside. It is good for you. Once you substitute cos pi minus cos 0. A is equal to, write the minus sign as it is. Cos pi, you know it is standard minus 1. Then cos 0 is also called 1. So it is minus 1 minus 1 minus of minus 2. Answer is what? 2. We got the answer here. A answer. Okay, we'll solve the last question of this paper. This paper is 20th one. Okay, this is, now you see, they are confused. 12th question was supposed to be trigonometry. They did differentiation. Instead of that 12th question, the last question they have put it trigonometry. So now this is trigonometry. Now we can solve this, no problem. Tan 45, cot 225 plus tan square 60 is what? This is standard, this is standard. Cot 225 should be understood. Okay, so what I will do here, I will write as tan 45 because I know the value directly, it is 1. But let me convert it to 225 because this is a allied angle. So what I will do this 225 as, let me wipe this for some time. We can put it in the next step. What I will do here, this one I will, okay. So this one what I will do, I will solve for you. Cot 225 can be written as cot 2 into 90 plus 45. Okay, 2 plus, okay, second, it's in the third quadrant. Third quadrant, cot is positive. It is even, so cot remains cot. Okay, cot 45. Now this I separately did it because it is an allied angle. Now I will solve this. So tan 45, cot 45 plus what is tan 60 root 3, root 3 square. So what will be answer? 1 into 1 here. See 1 tan 45 cot 45, 1 here plus root 3 square is 3. 1 plus 3, it should be what? 4. Option is this one here. So answer is so.